Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is going to be your weekly love and romance reading for April 24th to the 30th. Today I'm using the Joie de Vivre Tarot by Paulina Cassidy, and I'm going to give it a good shuffle, then pull 8 cards as usual. I'll explain the significance of the placements as I go, followed by 2 Love Oracle cards and 1 Spirit card. All right, let's get into your reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th to the 30th, please. We've got a drop, 9 of Coins, independence, being single and enjoying it. Page of Wands, ooh, excited about life, inspired, wanting to follow the things that you're interested in. You've got all these ideas about projects or plans, and this is setting things in motion. Ace of Coins, some new opportunities, maybe some abundance or some kind of financial gain that is going to finance this. So this is financially looking fantastic. Romantically speaking, it looks like you're single and you want to go out and have fun and travel and do things or plan it, and you've got some kind of new financial gain that's going to fund this or help this along. The Empress, yep, giving birth to a new project, feeling creative, like you want to start some new phase of your life or try something new, something major. All right. This is for, or it could be you're dealing with a Taurus. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th. All right, there we go. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is showing some kind of message of love, sincere, endearing, some kind of communication coming in. And the Moon is showing secrecy. Or it could be an apology, perhaps, with the Moon and the Page of Cups. All right, this is for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th to the 30th. All right, I'm going to cut the deck. The first card is you, Virgo. Second card is your love interest. There it is, a Page of Wands again. The situation between you two, the outcome, how you see them, how they see you, your challenge or obstacle, their challenge or obstacle. And on the bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands, feeling hurt and standing your ground. This is the Wounded Warrior card. Card of blocking, card of being vigilant and guarding your feelings, guarding your life, guarding your territory. Okay, so Page of Wands, as I explained earlier, it's this new, renewed, inspired energy. It's youthful, it's fun, it's wanting to go do things and being excited and inspired, chasing things, following your inspiration, what drives you, what feeds your creativity and your passion for life. This is what, it's a new entry kind of energy to, let's say you want to go travel. Okay, this is looking into it and starting to save and put things into motion, or just planning and making moves, okay, towards things that you are passionately or inspired or creatively drawn to. Now, the energy for the person that you're dealing with is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is showing, especially with this card, conflict, fighting, petty fights. They're in combat mode. So the 5 of Wands is showing competition. And here, it's not so much play fighting. It's like they're actually, aiming things at each other. And it's getting tense with the 5 of Wands. So this is about fighting and conflict here. The situation between you two is the 4 of Wands. It's showing that there's stability, a happy home, and so it goes from 4 to 5. So where there is stability, though, really, it could be that things are okay, but how the person's feeling is combative. The outcome is Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups, it could be an apology coming forward or being given, or just being okay to be happy on your own, or an offer of, love here. So the Ace of Cups, this is the cup being filled. It's about emotions, feelings, sometimes divine love, happiness, your cup runneth over type of thing. Now, I do see though, there's the 9 of Wands on the bottom, the underlying energy with somebody who's blocking, and the 5 of Wands with the person you're dealing with is feeling they're in conflict mode. So how you see them is King of Swords. King of Swords could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You see them as someone who's very strategic, intelligent, and they can make moves with putting their emotions on the shelf. Like they're fair, they're logical. At the same time, you feel like they're cold and they can cut you off, okay? Because the sword with the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords, or even the Knight, it's very it cuts people off. It speaks up for themselves. They're very good with their speech. So how you see them, it could be that you see them in a respectful way, but at the same time that they might be somebody who is empowered and at the same time not moved by emotions or too emotional of a person. They're somebody who's more analytical, more reserved, thoughtful, logical. How they see you as Queen of Cups. They see you as someone who's receptive and very emotional. So this is the exact opposite. They see you as someone who feels things deeply. You're intuitive, you're loving, you're very emotional. Okay? So Queen of Cups is the Queen of Love, somebody who feels things deeply. It's also, as I said, very intuitive card. A lot of people get this if you're psychic or you channel or you do tarot or whatever. The Queen of Cups is that kind of energy. Your challenge or obstacle is the devil, which sucks because the devil energy, when it comes up for the next 24th to the 30th, just be careful because it's Mars in Cancer. Mars in Cancer is going to make things like if you're in conflict mode with somebody, especially in the home or in the family, it could really explode because Mars is power and fire energy, and in Cancer, which is the home, your mother, family. So it can either go really great on the higher polarity where you're making things happen, everybody's working together and the family is progressing and being productive and doing great, or it could be the lower polarity where, you know, if there's conflict, it's just going to get even worse and everyone's going to be short-tempered and really blow up. So the devil energy here is saying to watch out for that for you for the 24th to the 30th. Either someone's you might feel that somebody's manipulating you or controlling you, or you might feel like you're in this kind of very toxic headspace, okay, where you might be feeling controlled or you might be feeling like doing this to somebody, okay? This is a card of addictions, toxic behavior. And when the devil card comes up, generally it's a good idea to lay low, okay, and to keep calm because things can really get bad with this. You know, something small might blow up into something big. And here's the blow up. Okay, so for the person that you're dealing with, their challenge or obstacle is a tower. They did blow up, okay? The tower card comes up when you have a big fight and you say things and you're like, this is where the conflict is coming in. And so it looks like there's a big fight here. And perhaps that you want to offer an apology here because it looks like it's coming this way. You looks like Page of Wands. You want to communicate. You want to reach out. This person is a little bit, they're angry. So the Tower card here is showing their challenge or obstacle is that something has happened where something that was revealed or whatever they feel, it's blown the roof off the house. And it's kind of like whatever wasn't on stable ground before, it's not going to last. So if it didn't have a solid foundation, it won't last. So here the person's conflict here is that something has broken down, whatever their old way of thinking. It's not the same. They don't think they have gone another direction with their thoughts, with their feelings. So that's why there's the blocking. That's why there's the conflict mode. So let's pull some love oracle cards. This is Amira's love oracle. Can we get a card for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th to the 30th. This is for Virgo. Can we get a card for Virgo, please? In love and romance, what does Virgo need to know for April 24th to the 30th? There we go. Twin Flame. On the bottom, Ice King. All right, so this is the King of Swords right here, right? Ice King, King of Swords. So this could be somebody older. You could be fighting with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody who is an air sign, maybe older, somebody with authority or power. Again, Ice King, they're very cold, and it's saying the advice with this card is to make sure you care about somebody who cares back. Love somebody who loves you back. So it implies that you're putting energy into somebody that possibly can't return or reciprocate. Now here's Twin Flame. Let's read that. And Twin Flame is saying that when you incarnate your soul on earth or whatever, it says that like one soul splits into two. So it's like the twin flame connection here. Let's read it though. The highest soul connection, potential of true bliss. It is said that a twin flame occurs when the soul is divided before being born into two different souls. This other soul is your twin flame. It is an effortless relationship. If you have pulled this card, there's a high chance this person you asked about is your twin flame, an ideal match, or you will meet this person very soon. If your twin flame is ready for you in this lifetime, then you can connect and create an amazing life together. If they are not ready or you are not ready, then you will either meet at a later time to resume in this life or the next. This connection is two halves that make a whole, and oneness is achieved without any control, push-pull energy, or toxic energy. So it's saying it's a twin flame connection. And in the end, it looks like it will resolve itself with the Ace of Cups, perhaps with an apology. But right now, for the 24th to the 30th, it's giving this message of there's conflict still, right? And this person is the Ice King right now. So let's get one more Love Oracle card. This is The Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. The Four of Wands is also the card of a happy home. Oh, look at that. Passion. This one just slid out. Okay, I want finances and career, but that just slid out. So passion, it's saying, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All right. Let me see passion. I'll read this, and then I'll follow up with one spirit card, and that will be the end. Your prayers for great love have been heard and answered, and it all begins with you. You have the power to revive passion in your life. In fact, no one can bring it to you but you. This card guides you to seek that which brings you great joy, such as a hobby, cause, or special activity. Anything that stirs your heart with joy will help passion bubble forth and positively flow into your romantic life. The romance angels say that having a passion for life itself is a requisite foundation for feeling passion in your love life. This means enjoying this moment completely, and when you do so with a partner, you inspire him or her to romantically participate with you. If you're presently single, you can definitely enjoy passion in your activities and hobbies, and who knows, such pursuits may provide an opportunity to meet a wonderful partner who shares these passions. So here it is. It's saying twin flame, passion, and the Ice King. I feel like with the King of Swords and with the Ice King, both implying that it's an air sign. Okay, so I feel like it's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius for you guys, or someone who's like this Ice King personality. All right, the final card for the day is the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. Can we get some spiritual guidance, please? Can we get a card for spiritual guidance for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th to the 30th? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th to the 30th. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th to the 30th. What does Virgo need to know? So the Five of Wands for how they're feeling. Oh, so many. Okay, sorry. Five of Wands for how they're feeling. It could speak to inner conflict. So either doubting yourself, lack of confidence, or competing interests, or too many people involved, feeling like it's competing for the interest of the person. So all of that could play a part here. But with Twin Flame, it's saying even if it doesn't play out now, sorry, if you're not ready for each other, it might be a little bit later on, or it could be in the next lifetime. It's a Twin Flame connection, however. Okay, so we've got three cards. We have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? And no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So boundaries, I'll just tell you, it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is when you say yes all the time, when you really mean no, when you're giving and people are all have their hands out and you feel like you're depleted, like you need to fill up your own well first, and it leads to resentment when you keep saying yes, when you can't really give freely without feeling like you're losing something from yourself. So it's saying to not say yes all the time, and to the best way to be generous is to say yes when you mean it and you don't care what happens afterwards. It's kind of like giving to charity without having to get a shout out for what you've done. It's kind of like giving it and giving what you can give and being okay no matter what happens, whether you get people to know what you've done or not. Okay, so boundaries here is saying you need to create better boundaries with people who are asking you to do things and you feel like you're overextending yourself, like that kind of a deal here with the boundaries. So let's put that here. And no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. That seems very straightforward, right? Especially with boundaries as well. But let me read those two because I don't remember. So no is page 26. It says, you're being called to either pause or say no. This is say no too if you can't say yes. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent, aligned 100% yes. Often when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. We all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to regenerate, the new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes when the time is right will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest, to take a moment from the busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom and you will have the reserves, space, and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. Work your light, say no, postpone, or wait. Okay, so that's that one. And then I have one more card, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So generally speaking, these two are very similar, the no and the boundaries. So what is this one again? It says Unbound. Unbound, page 94. So this says, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There's never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you are free. You free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it's also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It's time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. Work your light activation. Hold the card on your heart and say, I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growth, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I be unbound, unbound, forever unbound. I say that to myself just lately on the daily before I go to sleep. Okay, this is really like I've been seeing cards too with breaking ancestral patterns, you know, without having to curse all your ancestors, like the history, the chains, the karmic energy that keeps people tied down, repeating the same crap year, like life after life. Says 7 generations. That's how long it takes to clear that crap up. So here it is saying, say no. And if you have to postpone and wait for another time to get your, it's implying spiritually that you need to do some more healing and take some more time for yourself to do some soul searching and so on, and cutting those chains, those patterns, and really just choosing yourself and not to play small because you had to before. Okay, so that's your reading, Virgo, for the 24th to the 30th. I'll have the monthlies out after these. Thanks for watching. Take care, and bye for now.